Radio Icengelo main news brought to you by Moose Milling and Go TV Broadcasting Zambia Limited.
Radio Icengelo, restoring everything in Christ with love and truth. Good afternoon. With the main news, I'm Patrick Mpeta. The headlines. Jonas Chanda, 1,401 road traffic accidents recorded during the first quarter of 2021. Peter Chama says Isaac Chansa can excel as CT of Lusaka head coach. Kindly be informed that we are also live on the Radio Icengelo Facebook page. Health Minister Jonas Chanda has become the first one to receive the COVID-19 vaccination dose, with a call on eligible citizens above the age of 18 to take theirs as well. Speaking at the national launch of COVID-19 vaccination program in Zambia held in Lusaka this morning, Dr. Chanda reiterated that the COVID-19 vaccines are safe and effective, and that ZAMRA has heightened safety monitoring. Dr. Chanda explained that the launch of the vaccine has been done swiftly, is looming as the cold season approaches. He emphasized that government has resolved that the COVID-19 vaccination program will be implemented in a cautious and phased-up manner and on a pilot and voluntary basis. He further announced that provisional and district launches will be held countrywide over the next few days as the vaccines reach every province and districts. Meanwhile, Chilabomba residents have been sharing their thoughts on the importance of COVID-19 vaccine. On Mondays, Zambia received its first consignment of AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine, with Health Minister Jonas Chanda saying the benefits of using the vaccine will outweigh the risks reported to be related to the vaccine's use. Those spoken to in Chilabombe are on the vaccine.
Abantu ba mu kyalo ky'esu kya Zambia obusuma bwa kupoka vaccine banjebere how useful it is kulini
twafaika proper effect yali mu muli covid vaccine tatuishiwe bwino tawala kitapo test muntu nangumo tumone nama effect nokana mwisa practicisha ishwama kukutaukira insambusha muntu so ine lero mwango okuteko abo abalekabira abalesumira okuba kita vaccinate fifi aisefya covid outdated. We don't even know what it is.
Police say a total number of 7,401 road traffic accidents were recorded during the first quarter of 2021. According to police, 662 were fatal road traffic accidents in which 405 persons were killed, 651 were serious road traffic accidents, in which 1,004 persons were seriously injured and 1,393 were slightly injured. Lusaka province recorded the highest number of road traffic accidents with 4,146 and 122 deaths, followed by Copperbelt, which recorded 1,268 road traffic accidents with 71 deaths. In the first quarter 2020, 6,605 road traffic accidents were recorded as compared to 7,401 road traffic accidents recorded this quarter of 2021, showing an increase by 796 road traffic accidents. This is according to a media statement issued by police spokesperson Esther Mwata Katongo. Now, Konkola Copper Mines KCM says it is not aware of any grievances that protesting workers had because management of contracting firms have not engaged with KCM managements of the two subsidiaries to present their grievances. The mining firm says it deemed the action by the contractor workers not to be in the interest of KCM subsidiaries or their own interests. This follows the protest by employees working for contractors engaged by KCM who were pushing for better working conditions yesterday through a protest in Chingola. According to KCM General Manager, Corporate Affairs, Shapi Shachinda, KCM management held discussions with directors from over 30 contractors firms working at its subsidiaries, KCM Smelter Co Limited and Konkola Mineral Resources Limited, KMRL, in order to understand the contractors' grievances. Meanwhile, 20 unruly miners caused the breach of peace and still in police custody. Police discharged order during the protest. This is according to Copperbelt Police Chief Elias Chushi. The irate miners who gathered at Watson Stadium yesterday told Radio Icengelo News that they are being subjected to slavery wages and prolonged hours. The construction of the communal water borehole by the Catholic Diocese of Gondola has cheered the people of Lubansa area in Chilila Wombwe. Lubansa community representative Cornelius Makungu said the borehole commissioned last in the farming area. Mr. Makungu said the borehole is accessed by over 30 households in Lubansa. Speaking during the recording of the Catholic Diocese of Gondola radio program, Mr. Makungu pledged the community.
The project yaba Catholic Diocese of Gondola mukwali fimo kunchende kumesu nafi chinjako makamaka kumenshia ya kunwa bali tuimbirako na boho iyo yakwata tanki yakwata 1500 liters yabera panchende ya pachipatala pa clinic. So ichiye chakubalira mpu echona
Catholic Diocese of Gondola Care and Support Officer David Mulendema held community members for partnering with the diocese in improving the welfare of people.
Diocese to manage. So to bump up among our caregivers as Catholic Diocese of Gondola Ero, ukompera pamo nama government departments so that kind community moine to the tangat.
California lifted all capacity restrictions on religious gatherings following the Supreme Court's ruling over the weekend that the state's restrictions were too harsh. In response to recent judicial rulings, effective immediately, location and capacity limits of places of worship are not mandatory but are strongly recommended. The state's guidelines are still recommended that worship services be held outside in counties with the most severe spread of COVID-19. According to the Catholic News Agency, for other counties at lesser risk of COVID-19 transmission, the state recommends that indoor religious services be limited to 25% capacity or 50% capacity. Let's move to sports. Ndola-based football analyst Peter Chama believes former Polo midfielder Isaac Chansa can excel as City of Lusaka head coach. City yesterday named Chansa as head coach after the departure of Serbian coach Jelusevic Vasilin. Chansa went into coaching last year after retiring as a player at Forest Rangers. Speaking to Radio Icengelo Sports in Ndola today, Chama said Chansa has shown confidence and a desire to succeed in his new role as head coach.
kirapa kuti bakipokerera ekikintu kanyinshi n'abaipekanya okutira balina okubomba obusaka eryo nakitanaashuwa abakonka omupira ate mu abakonka ibumba lyaba City of Lusaka okutira alina okubombesha pamaka n'okumona okutira ba City of Lusaka bakita qualify okuyambya mu MTN Phase Super Division kanji na tulolere tumone ifilino okutumbuka mu mikanshi eyebumba lyaba.
This news broadcast comes to you in the community service of Radio Icengelo with compliments of Moose Milling and Gold TV Broadcasting Zambia Limited. And now international news as monitored from the BBC. At least 20 children have died after they became trapped in a fire at a school in Nigeria's capital, Niamey. The fire started late on Monday afternoon when the children were attending lessons in straw classrooms. The flames blocked the school gate, so most pupils had to escape over a wall. Most of them who did not manage to escape were attending the school's nursery. The BBC has more stories.
Envoy John Kerry is travelling to China to try to persuade Beijing to agree to new targets on cutting greenhouse gas emissions. Mr. Kerry is the first official from the Biden administration to visit China. Robin Brandt is our China correspondent.
They're rolling out the red carpet. He will be here for 2 days. He will meet his Chinese counterpart, Xie Jianhua, also speak with China's foreign minister and other senior figures as well. And it's not just about climate change and trying to get the world's 2 biggest polluters to agree on new targets for cutting carbon emissions. As important, as significant as that is, it's also about the bilateral relationship between the US and China, the world's 2 leading economies, which at the moment, frankly, is in the pits.
The crypto debut on Wednesday valued at more than $65 billion. The company's listing on the Nasdaq exchange coincides with a bull run in the value of cryptocurrencies, with the best known, Bitcoin, more than doubling in price since January. Emily Choi is the president of Coinbase. She told the BBC that her firm took a long-term view.
We believe that in the same way that email was the digitization of information, as you and I send emails now and used to send each other snail mail, crypto is the digitization of value. And so our focus is on furthering that mission. It's not about trying to think about what point in the market we're in or anything like that.
India has seen its highest rise yet in daily confirmed coronavirus cases. More than 180,000 cases were confirmed in the last 24 hours. Over 1,000 deaths were recorded, the highest figure since October. Delhi saw a significant increase. The most cases are in the state of Maharashtra.
We now end Radio Icengelo main news by taking another look at our headlines. Jonas Chanda receives the COVID-19 vaccination dose. 7,401 road traffic accidents recorded during the first quarter of 2021. Peter Chama says Isaac Chansa can excel as City of Lusaka head coach. For these and more stories, you can visit our Facebook page. Log on to Facebook and like the Radio Icengelo page and link to radioicengelo.radio12345.com. This has been Patrick Kumpeta with the main news. Good afternoon.
The main news.